So for this project, we are going to use a website called Canva, and that's canva.com. I suggest you log in with your school Google account, as that is the easiest way to do it. There are two ways to find infographics. My front page seems to have an infographic thing because I've been using it quite a bit. I'm not positive yours will have that. But at the top, you can type in the word infographic, and you will see that there are all sorts of different types of infographics. We're just going to pick this generic one right here. And then you can see there's all different sorts. Now, I'm just going to grab one. Remember, the idea here before you get to this point is that you've already decided what information you are going to use. So let's say I'm doing something on the physical effects of methamphetamine. I know that I have 4 pieces of information I need to communicate. I would ideally look for an infographic with 4 sections. Another example, let's say I'm doing something about addiction and I have 6 pieces of information about addiction I need to share. I would look for a section with 6 boxes or 6 sections. It makes your life a little bit easier. It makes this process go faster. It is always good to start with the information. I know it's really tempting to start with the pretty cool here, but we would want to choose something that is going to fit our process. So I'm going to just grab one here. And so this is what it looks like when you first open this section. At the bottom, I want to show you this slider. It goes in and out. That way you can kind of get in close. You don't need to strain your eyes. You can move it around. But it's also nice to be able to see your overall infographic. On the left-hand side, you can see that there are some other infographic options. Let's say you get in here and you start to get a good look at everything and you decide maybe this infographic isn't the one for me. You can easily change that just by clicking on a new infographic. At the left-hand side here, you're going to see all sorts of different options. You can actually close this little flywheel tab, give yourself a little bit more clean space if you wanted. And then let's say we're going to talk about the elements here. You can do different graphics. You can add some photos. They have quite a lot here on Canva, but you can, using this upload button, import something that you found online as well. So let's say that you are specifically looking for an image of methamphetamine. If we type it into the search bar, can't find anything on meth. But let's say you go outside and you go onto the internet and you Google, you find a picture of meth you'd like to include, you can upload that here. But I'm just going to choose a generic picture here. So I just typed in drugs. So you can see I've got all sorts of things. It is very easy to add something to your design. It's very easy to delete something. So I've just clicked on it. I'm going to hit delete. I'm going to delete this. I don't need this little red bar. Let's see if I can delete it. I might have to move this around just a little bit so I can access it. No, it's still going to be in my way. There we go. Just being a little finicky this morning. And then I can just move. Let's say I'd like to make this a little bit bigger. I can make that a little bit bigger by dragging each of those sides and then position where I want on my infographic. Let's say that I'm not in love with this text. It's a little, it's not super exciting, and I just want something that's going to be really attention grabbing. So I can come over here to the text tab on the left-hand side, and they've got all of these different options here. There are more options than you can possibly know. Let's pick something really fun here. Now, some of these have a crown. That means that it is the pro version. That's something that you have to pay for. We aren't going to pay for anything. We're just going to be using our standard free account. Ooh, this is good. This is too big, okay? Even if I stretch it out, I still can't get that word meth to fit. I can go up here to the top. This is just like in Google Docs, and I can make sure that my text is selected. I can make it smaller. make that smaller. I can even go in here and let's change the colors of it if I wanted to. This one you only seem to be able to edit the outline, but some of these other ones you can edit quite a lot on them. If you want to edit the colors on one of these text boxes, again, you'd come up here to the top and you would choose color. Same thing for editing the other one if you want to do that. Now for these icons, I don't love them. They don't have anything to do with drugs. So I can come over here and I can grab this icon here, scale it on down, and drop it into my thing. Now here I would start to add, I would type and add my factual information about methamphetamine. Remember, we have to use factual information here about this. Let's say I don't love this font. You can still go up here and change it. Maybe you just want it to be something a little bit more interesting, but that is something that you have the option to edit. Almost everything on here is fully editable. Starting with a template though just makes your life a little bit easier. Let's say you do something and you didn't intend to do it. So let's say I accidentally delete this. So I've hit my delete button. I'm like, oh no, where did it go? If you come back up here to this side, you can hit the undo button and it comes back. You can also hit Control-Z on your keyboard. Once you have your entire infographic complete with all of your factual, accurate information, you can download it. And that is up here at this little download icon. I suggest downloading as a PDF. Hit the download button. The really nice thing about this program is just like Google Docs, it auto-saves every time you make a change, so you don't have to save your document before you exit the program. You can also click the little three dots and you can see there's a bunch of different options. Looks like you can even share it to your Google Drive. I haven't done that. I've always downloaded it and then had it on my Google Drive that way. If you have any questions, please let me know.